Hey, welcome back to MVP Hot Wheels. This is Diesel Mac, and I figured I'd just go ahead and make a video specifically for the giveaway, the 750 subscriber giveaway next Sunday, August 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern. Here is the 57 Chevy. So one lucky winner is going to win this bad boy right here from the Collectors Convention. And then somebody's going to win the Leo here. Somebody was nice enough to put a little sticker on there. It says India. Those don't come off very good. They usually leave a residue. I'll let somebody else play with that. Maybe they want to release it anyway, so no sense in taking all the time. But it does tell you what country it's from, even though it's got Leo and all that kind of stuff there. But that is the citation, one variation of it. There's lots of them for the Leo stuff. Trying to remember, what did I do with the other stuff that Kyle sent? So I want to say that I think there was some 5-pack maybe. If not this one, I've got another one sitting over here, and I'll have to go back and ask him. Who knows? But we'll give out some other cool stuff as well from the 5-packs, or I don't know. We'll find some stuff for sure. But these are the two main pieces that we're going to give away. So I figure I'd just go ahead and make a quick video. The other thing I want to add in the video is if you've got cars that you would like to sell, and I don't have the picture of them on the website, especially from 1977 to 2000, I'll probably buy them for a fair price. So if you want to get a fair price, just check on mvphotwheels.com, see if there's a picture there, and if there's not a picture, find me on Facebook or send me an email or post even on this video a comment saying, hey, I got some cars, maybe we can figure out if we want to, if I want to buy them or you want to sell them or whatever the case is, or both. All right. And that way I can get those. If you have multiples, right, that makes it easier, because a lot of cars that are on there that I am missing are, base variations and minor variations of stuff, and then it just costs more for the shipping of it. So I figured, why not just go ahead and throw that out on a video? So check out mvphotwheels.com, go to the locator. I've got a filter system that you can use to find your car. You could use the name of the car, you can use the wheels, the base information, window, interior, all kinds of different information. You can find the car if you don't even know the name of it, which is kind of purpose of the filter for itself. Why I did it that way is just in case you had like a car from 1995 that said Speed Blaster and doesn't have that name on the base, and you're not sure what kind of car it is because it's a fancy car from Hot Wheels, and you can go in there and be like, all right, 7 spokes, green body, chrome, and chrome window, stuff like that, and it should come up and you can go, oh, there's a car, it's called Speed Blaster. So anyways, but if I'm missing pictures of some of those cars and you would like to sell some for a fair price, most people that know that have done business with me, I'm not looking to buy cars and flip them. If I buy cars that somebody's already got for sale for cheap because I already have it, it's just usually so I can try to trade it, or even give it away. So like this one back here, giving that one away. In fact, that one I'm giving away as well. And then he bought that one, so I get those kind of shipped or put in a box, trying to entice him with another 57 T-Bird with Razor wheels, for maybe a white Camaro with 7 spokes, or he's got a couple cars that are pretty cool that I don't have yet. But he hasn't taken the bait, so maybe he'll take the bait after this video. Who knows? He'll probably be on the video on Sunday if he's got time to join, so I can mess with him a little bit more there too. In fact, he's the person that was involved in me getting this one. This is super awesome. One of my favorite wheels on that 63 T-Bird from, I want to say 1998 first editions, if I remember right. But anyways, so yeah, check out the website, mvphotwheels.com. Go in the locator, put in the name of the car or any of the describing features of the car, find your car. If there's no picture there, I probably need it, and just reach out to me and see what we can do. We can make a trade, or I don't have a lot to trade. I don't get a whole lot of extra stuff just because I usually focus on the stuff that I don't have. It's easier to have a car that I don't have than 2 cars that, of the same that I have to worry about trading off later. But sometimes, every once in a while I know what some good stuff is and when it's a good price, so I'll go ahead and grab it. But I got a bunch of crack ups though. So if somebody's looking for crack ups, I got a bunch of extra duplicate crack ups from that big mail call I got from Jason. So once I pull out the stuff that I need out of there, those could be available for trade and whatnot, especially if you got some crack ups that I don't have. That'd be really cool. So I gotta get the pictures of the rest of these other variations that I just got from him. Pictures take forever. You gotta take the picture multiple angles, then you gotta, I upload it to the computer, and then I have to format the background, put my background on it, and then upload it into the Hot Wheels website. It's pain. So I got a couple of them done today. I got 2 variations of the RMAT large charge in there and 2 variations of the Mexico, plus the cars that I opened. Mexico Classic Cobra. So those are on the website. You'll see those. I got lots of stuff to enter, so there's some stuff I probably haven't gotten pictures of that are on there, but for the most part, I would say that if it's missing the picture, I probably need it. Flip outs. Probably have a whole set of flip outs minus the white one, which is the international one anyway, if somebody wants to do a trade for something like that. So I do have some stuff, I guess, from recent stuff coming in. So we can look at that, but yeah, just trying to get all the pictures of the cars on there. I like to have them, part of my collection as well. I'm a huge collector, obviously. Working on, everything from 77 to 99, trying to close that up, trying to get all that stuff in. I got a lot of 98 and 99 stuff to put in. Lots of series cars that were, put out during those years, and get all that stuff in there. So as I get, caught up on that, then I'll move into the 2000s. And then once I hit about 2004, my collection really dies off from there. And so it'll be time to start collecting and getting those cars. But hopefully I'll be in the new house and more space to have Hot Wheels, because once you do that video down in the Hot Wheels room, you see I'm getting pretty packed down there, despite having a nice oversized room full of cars. So so yeah, but I guess this is my shameless plug for I'll buy some cars, although like I said, fair price, work out a pretty good deal. Everybody knows that has done business with me, sold or traded cars in the past. I'm pretty fair. I'll give you a fair price, even if you go find it for $5 and I know you paid $5 for it. I'll give you a fair price for it. Like, I'm not worried about it. You're the one that found it and given me the opportunity, so I respect that. Which happened here pretty recently, just with another collector, so worked out pretty well for both of us. But yeah, so gonna do giveaway from the 750 subscribers. I think we're at 764, 765, so we got a little ways to go to get to that next 1,000. I'm gonna find some really cool stuff bigger than what we have here for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be live. You have to be a subscriber to join the video on Sunday, August 10th. I keep wanting to say 11th. I think that's it in the first video too. August 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we'll probably have some fun in the beginning of it. Probably do 30 minutes of kind of hopefully chit-chatting and letting everybody kind of jump on, and then I'll do the first giveaway at 4:30. We'll do the next one at 5, 5:30, and 6. I plan on being on for at least 2 hours. And as long as everybody's entertained and having fun and participating and asking questions or wanting to see stuff, whatever the case is, we'll keep going for it. So look forward to seeing you guys there. And again, I really appreciate all the subscribers, everybody watching, getting us up to 750. Hit that like button, throw some comments down below. That helps get it out, for the YouTube algorithm. That way we can get more subscribers and do bigger giveaways, and hopefully start working on the website side too. If I can get 50 subscribers on the website, we'll do a monthly giveaway. The first car will be $50, because $1 of your subscription, $5 subscription fee goes right to the giveaway. And so if we get the first 50, there's going to be a 1 in 50 chance to win a $50 car. It's pretty good odds. If it goes up, $100, 1 in 100 chance. So the odds stay the same. There's opportunity to obviously buy some more tickets once you're a subscriber on there, so you can buy tickets if it's something that you really want to win to help improve your odds. But for the most part, $1 goes to the giveaway car for each month. And if we get to 1,000, then we'll just have to find a way to, you know, throw $1,000 worth of cars out there. It may not be one car because that's tough to find, but we'll definitely make it worth it. We'll have to hit up, you know, some of the higher end guys, Redline guys or something like that, and see what we can find from them. So we can, you know, keep throwing some awesome cars out every month. But 50 subscribers, we'll start doing that on the website. So go on the website. It's only $5 a month. You could save yourself $10 and do the full year for $50 instead of the $60, and you get to, you know, build your collection on there. There's a, you know, once you subscribe, you'll see these collector buttons pop up, and you can put, you know, whether you have that car in your collection, if you're looking for it, so you're wanting to decide if it's a holder, placeholder, and you want to upgrade, there's an upgrade button. If it's something you have extra of or something you don't collect, you can hit that trade button and start building these lists. These lists are completely viewable by other people, but they can't manipulate your list, so you don't have to worry about that. So you can save the URL that has all of your say collection or stuff that you are looking for, and send that to somebody else, and they'll be able to view the cars that you're looking for. Make it very easy. I have it very detailed in there, down to as much detail as I think is required for each of the different castings and variations that are within it, to be able to understand which way are, especially if there aren't pictures of that particular car. So lots of good stuff on there. Still working on the guide side. So, you know, we're trying to get a custom guide that you could basically go in, select all the cars you want to put into some type of custom printout and print that out. So if it's cars that you're looking for, you could take that with you to the flea markets or the convention or wherever you go to find cars on a secondary market. Or if you want to, you know, print that out and give it to somebody so they can go through the list and see if they have that, instead of sending them the URL. I mean, I know people like the paper stuff just as much as they like the electronic stuff sometimes, or vice versa. Some, you know, like one more than the other, and so we're trying to make that option available as well. That, you know, is a small fee, you know, for the programming that goes into it. I got to pay for somebody to build all that programming, so there'll be like a $5 initial charge, and you can have up to so many cars, and then, you know, like 1 or 2 cents per car after that, just so you're not printing out the whole thing for $5. Kind of weird. I don't know if you want to do that anyway, but just to kind of keep it within some limits. But like I said, all the money goes right back into the programming from that particular thing. And if we get that on, you know, the custom guide like really working well and robust, then the money will go over to the auction site to give you guys a sole Hot Wheels only auction site that you can sell on or buy on, whichever case you want to be, or both. And it'll alert you if you're a subscriber and have documented your cars within the site, that, you know, if you're looking for, you know, this citation and you have it in your wanted section or even your upgrade section, it's going to let you know when somebody puts that exact car on there, and so you can go bid on it. So good for the seller, good for the buyer. You're gonna get the most out of it. Plus we'll use all that data to value each of the cars. So now we have a good and up-to-date, robust value guide as well that you can go on there. We'll do it. We also have popularity and rarity, so how rare that car is selling against or come up against all the other cars. We'll also use a collective list from you guys, you know, stating what cars you have in your collection to a point, right? So, you know, it'll tell us what car is, you know, the most rare and not in any collections or something like that, to, you know, what's one of the most common cars. So we'll try to display that data. It won't say who owns it, you know, all that kind of stuff. It won't have all that info. It'll just have a ranking on it, so a 0 to 9 ranking on there, and then we'll just post like, all right, here's the number, you know, here's a ranking number 9, the highest or most rare car, and here's, you know, 0.1 or whatever we're going to do with it. I don't know what degree we're going to go down to it, but anyhow, based off of the auction data, we'll be able to get that based off of, you know, people subscribing and building their collections on there. And then, you know, I know people want to take pictures of their own cars, so we're going to try to find a way to allow people to upload some type of thumbnail picture for that as well, or put in customs that if other people want to see the customs, we'll have a, you know, a checkbox where it says, you know, show customs. So if somebody wants to look at, you know, 56 flash sliders that somebody has made customs of, like these in the back, these are all, you know, regular ones. I don't have a whole lot of custom stuff, but if somebody were to make it and want to show it off, they could, you know, add it to the website that way, upload their picture, kind of give some descriptive data, you know, fill in some information about it, and then, you know, put their name maybe for designer if they know who the designer was, and stuff like that. So then you can see some custom stuff if you want it, but it'll clearly be marked in some form or fashion that, hey, this is a custom, so people don't go out looking for that particular variation and try to find it in the wild. And so we're open to all kinds of you know, ideas, thoughts to bring this to fruition. So anything you guys got, I've been working on this for quite a few years now. Had thoughts on it probably for at least the last 10 of putting it, you know, in my head and on paper, and then, you know, the last 3 or 4 years started putting information in there. So I know there's over 6,000 variations right now, just from the 70s to 90s cars, and so I'll keep going with that. I imagine that once I get into the 2000s, we're going to probably hit 20,000 different variations, which is pretty crazy. So if you're a, you know, variation junkie, this is definitely the website for you. We're going to try to find ways for, if you're not necessarily the, you know, completist, you know, you're not looking for every minor variation, that there's ways to only see what you have or what you would like. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And there goes my dog barking. But yeah, so put your ideas, put your comments down below, hit the like button, subscribe. We're gonna have fun on Sunday, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.